All right, so Fresh and Fit seems to believe that Rumble is the bastion of free speech in America, not realizing that Rumble, much like YouTube, is a for-profit corporation who eventually will want to make more money so they can continue to compete in the market. Making more money for a video sharing platform usually means attracting more advertisers. So in due time, Fresh and Fit will also be limited or banned by Rumble too, just like they've been demonetized by YouTube and they've been suspended a couple times on Twitch. So it's just interesting to me, for a podcast that talks so much about business, they don't seem to understand this.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. A lot of content creators around 2019, 2020, we really on YouTube, the ones I knew, had no respect for these guys who were not now known as TikTok. TikTokers were guys who pretty much didn't put any effort into their content. They were largely guys who could not make it on long form. There were guys that didn't invest into the business. They didn't have good studios. They didn't have good equipment. They're using their cell phone. And that was the idea that these guys are just like, the minor league creators. These guys are trash creators. And this is why they can't make it on YouTube, because TikTok is easier. Anybody can blow up over there. And guys who are just on YouTube are just better creators. And to be honest, I still believe that to be the case, that guys who are on YouTube tend to be better creators. But now the game is different, that people are no longer really YouTubers, but creators all across the board. And I was wrong to a certain degree. TikTok is not trash, okay? Reels are not trash on Facebook, okay? Instagram short form is not trash. In fact, there's an art to making those videos as much as it is for us who make these videos. It is what it is. And, most people, if they got banned in 2020 from TikTok, it was whatever. I didn't lose anything. It's not YouTube. And this was the case with Myron and Fresh and Fit. They actually got banned in 2020 by posting a very controversial video on TikTok. What was that controversial video that they posted on TikTok?
Men and women can never be friends. Guys, you got to understand that women want attention, men want. If you try to go the backdoor route and say, oh, let's just be friends, she's automatically going to lose respect for you, because she's going to know that she can use you for free attention. And what does that do? Dries up the you-know-what. She's not going to want to deal with you.
Okay, so that is the video that they posted on TikTok that got them banned. And this is 2020. These guys are laughing because, listen, man, TikTok didn't have the creator program. There was no money really over there, and they were already blowing up. So who cares? I mean, TikTok bans you. You're not really losing anything anyway, right? Because why does it matter? It doesn't matter. Until it matters when you get booted off of every other platform that you have. And I'm talking about you're suffering on Twitch. Facebook and Instagram says no. YouTube, you've been demonetized. Everything that you guys do is demonetized. So there's no way for you to actually recoup that money. Well, then what can Fresh and Fit do? Well, then there's X. This is what Myron does. Not so much of Fresh. Fresh doesn't even really care about X that much from what I can understand. So Myron just got demonetized from X, okay? And he created a new account on X to get monetized on X because he lost his other monetization. So these guys are searching for money. But now Myron is desperate, very, very desperate. And it's actually sad because look at what Myron is doing now. Myron is trying to get back on TikTok. Now, look at this. My TikTok username is Ban Myron Games. Let's see how long I last. Haha. This, I don't know how many followers he has now. I think maybe he has like 20 followers at the time of this recording this video. He's linking this. He's trying to get back on Instagram. These are platforms that he has been largely kicked off of. But the question is, what about Rumble? And this is not my own idea. There was another YouTuber, and he made the case that even though Fresh and Fit are on Rumble, even though that Fresh and Fit are cool with the CEO, eventually that Rumble has to make money. And Fresh and Fit, their audience is very limited. In order for you to get money, you're going to have to deal with the brands. And let me just say this, for most of us as content creators, the majority of us who have audiences or have built audiences, we get our money from brands either directly or indirectly. If it's AdSense, it's indirectly. Some YouTubers have long-term brand deals with Fortune 500 companies. Some of these companies are alcoholic in kind or beverages and things like that. And so when you are a person that wants to make money, your content has to be viable for these brands, for you to stay on these platforms. If you want to make money on AdSense, there are just certain things you're not going to be able to say because these brands are putting their ads across your videos. So, you can't just say anything you want to say, right? The reality is with Fresh and Fit is instead of them saying, we need to change our packaging and change our content so that we can stay monetized somewhere. No, what we want to do is let's keep getting kicked off of all of these platforms and then trying to keep coming back to these platforms, not changing our strategy just to continuously be demonetized again so we can continue working backwards. And in my honest opinion, it is the dumbest, silliest thing I have ever thought about. First of all, let me tell you this. If you have content that you feel is a little bit more at risk and you want to deal with your audience on a more personal level, all that you have to do, guys, is create a Patreon, okay? If you're able to create a Patreon, people will support you. Hey, listen, some of you guys can post nudity over there. Some YouTubers are into clapping cheeks, all right? I think that's what Tommy Sotomayor was allegedly doing on one of these websites. And then he ended up getting booted off one of those websites. Like, how do you clap cheeks and you get booted off the site? So you can do that. But again, if you're not going to follow the rules and continue doing what you want to do just so that you can get kicked off of said site, and then the whole entire time blame the system and blame YouTube for being soft, while at the same time you're applying for monetization, but you don't want to follow the rules, well then why do you keep coming back to TikTok? Why do you want to build followings on these sites in which you say that they are against free speech? Because the reality is you guys don't have money. We're going to be real. You guys are going to be, and this is the honest truth, don't be surprised if somebody starts selling some cheeks here. If some of these booty clapping sounds are going to be sold by either Fresh or Fit, because these guys, they talk about the LGBTQ stuff a lot. So they might be with that more than what you think. And you might find them actually booty clapping it up to survive. And again, how pathetic can you be not to want to do what you're supposed to do to stay on the site that has made you millions of dollars, but you want to talk about the truth? No, I'm speaking the truth now. I'm out here speaking the truth. Who really runs the world? This person really runs the world. And then I just want to know, since you're telling that truth, how many of those people are helping you get some money? Let's take this photo of him. Here is Myron Gaines, photoshopped in the form of Adolf Hitler. Now, we already know Adolf Hitler, what he was most famous for. So if you're a person who wants to be brand friendly, even if you are pro-Jewish or you're neutral or maybe you're pro-Palestine, whatever you might want to be, you don't want to express that out in the open. It's just a bad business decision. The Jewish community, they own a lot of companies that use AdSense. They're very powerful. So you wouldn't need to do this. This doesn't make any sense, okay? However, if you're Myron and you want to get somebody talking about you, you can do something stupid like this and believe that it makes sense and believe that it makes complete absolute sense to do something so stupid and so dumb and then complain why you don't have money. And at the same time, I mean, that's a Photoshop, but this picture here with you and White Zaddy, this is real. This is a real picture of you and White Zaddy all hugged up, all snuggled up and musculared up before the booty clapping sounds arrive. Okay? This is y'all. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you. Bell. We're out.